2 words, Revo Fitness. Here's a few more. Simple, 24/7, reformer Pilates, body scanners, massage chairs, squat racks, free weights, pin and plate loaded equipment, no lock-in contracts, no bullshit. All of that and more from just $9.69 a week. That's surprisingly affordable. Join now at Revo Fitness Belmont or download the Revo Fitness app. RevoFitness.com.au or find the Revo Fitness app in the App Store.
The Gina and Maddie Podcast.
We're joined in the studio once again by our TV expert, Pablo Nochicon. Pablo Miller. Hello, Pablo.
Good morning. Thanks for having me back.
Mate,
Welcome back.
what should we be watching on the box?
Well, I've got one show that I can't tell you too much about because it actually drops tomorrow. But I kind of expect this one to be the number one show across Australia this weekend.
Big call.
Big call. So Adolescence drops on Netflix. It's a 4-part limited series. And the really interesting thing about this, have you seen music video clips that are all in one shot?
Yeah.
They never break the shot. It's continuous. Well, they do this for the whole episode. So they've been working in the background, working out the logistics of all of this. And it's one episode, and each episode is one continuous shot of 1 hour. They've spent months trying to work this thing out.
So just on the one set, kind of?
It's one single shot.
One single shot. They don't cut.
So it's just one continual shot the whole way.
And they do move rooms and everything as well. So they do move the set, but the camera just keeps rolling. So it's going to be fascinating to see how it comes out.
Did you say it's called Adolescence?
Adolescence. So it's all about what would you do if your teenage son was accused of murder.
Oh, my God.
So they spent months, and it's each episode is from a different perspective. So I think it's going to be a really in-depth, quite intense, because you can imagine if the camera doesn't stop rolling.
Yes.
Yeah.
And if you make one mistake, you've got to start the whole thing again.
Oh, my Lord.
So it's bingeable.
Binge.
Yeah. Okay.
I think Birdman, the movie with Michael Keaton back in 2014, was a single shot movie, and so that blows my mind because that's a feature length film in a single shot. Phenomenal! I can't wait to get around.
I don't think I've ever seen anything like that.
Yeah, I haven't either. So I'm really excited to sort of see how this turns out.
So that's this weekend on Netflix.
That comes out tomorrow on Netflix.
Okay.
But it will go straight to number one, I think. On
there's
the
your prediction.
Netflix
You heard
chart.
it here first.
And another one, this has been out for a while. It's on Stan, produced by the BBC, but Good Girls Guide to Murder. Bit of a theme going here, sorry.
Yeah, I can see what your interests are, Pablo. God, sleep with one eye open around Pablo.
But this is actually taken from Holly Jackson's highly successful books. For younger fans out there listening to you, they'll be very happy it's been commissioned for season 2.
Good Girls Guide to Murder.
Good Girls Guide to Murder. So season 1's out now. It's all about high school drama and solving crimes.
Actually, I think I saw a short for this.
It's very good.
Yeah.
Very good.
Okay.
So they're 2 must-watches.
2 must-watches. Also, similar theme as well, as you said. Keep your eyes open around me. Devil in the Family, the fall of Ruby Frankie. Did you guys know this story at all?
No, but CJ's shaking her head like,
I was trying, last Thursday night, I wanted to stay up and watch the Broncos play, I think it was the Roosters. And my wife just kept going, oh, gosh, don't you have to get up early? Shouldn't you be going to bed? Shouldn't you be going to bed? I was like, you're just trying to watch this Ruby Frankie documentary. Get rid of me to watch this Ruby Frankie documentary. And it's like, yeah, absolutely. Watch the whole thing and said it was phenomenal.
It's
scary,
sad. Shocking, confronting. It's all about her. She started a YouTube vlogging sort of channel with her family. They got 6 kids. At the peak, she had like 3 to 5 million subscribers, was making $100,000 a month. Then things really started to derail. You get access to all the family, the father who was sort of kicked out of the house. There's 1,000 hours, I think, of extra footage that they've sort of compiled.
Yeah.
And it is scary. Like, it is scary to see how you basically see the crimes committed on the vlog. And we get to
and because it's like influencer style and you are getting access to all of the footage, it's like her with the phone yelling at one of the kids going, okay, just pretend to be happy. Okay, here we are. We're going on our holiday. No, I said smile. Here we are in the car on our happy family. Oh, yeah.
And that's the scariest. That's what I found the most confronting. There's obviously some horrible stuff that happens, but that kind of twisted personality where you're so nice to the camera.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Maddie, so nice on radio, right? As soon as that
Very
mic
good
stops.
actor. Very good actor.
And what is that on?
That's on Disney Plus. So it's a 3-episode limited series. Highly recommend that one. You've got to be in the right mind frame to watch that.
Yeah.
But, it's a very, very good deep dive. And then one to avoid.
Okay,
Yes.
here's the meh. Yeah.
Meh.
The meh.
Look, the Chaser. Did you guys ever watch The Chaser back on
Yes.
ABC? It's great, right?
Yes.
Really, really good.
I'm thinking Larry Emder and the Beast and no, different.
It was it's kind of like real life, and they made fun of politicians and all that
Oh,
kind of
yes,
stuff.
yes, the
Yeah.
Chaser.
Well, Charles Firth, he was one of the men behind that show, and he's brought out Optics, which is on ABC iView. It's all about a PR firm. Look, IMDb are giving it 5.5 out of 10. I think that's very generous.
Really?
Yeah, I'm giving it a 1. It is so
Avoid.
bad.
Avoid.
So bad. Yeah, I feel really bad because I love Charles Firth, but this is shocking.
Okay, good. Saves us the time. We don't have to watch it.
You know what I've watched, and I've watched the whole thing, Running Point, on Netflix with Kate Hudson, where she takes over the basketball team that was her brother's because he goes into rehab.
Yeah.
So I started watching that by myself, but
Yeah.
me and my wife don't have any show. You can see the kind of stuff I watch, right?
Yes.
She doesn't
Yeah.
want to watch that with me. And I started Running Point, and I thought,
Wait
why
for
do I have to
her.
watch it
It's
now?
I'm a bit the
great
same.
couple show.
Yeah.
So I watched it
Yeah.
with
So
Bella.
that's this weekend for me. So I
27-minute
can report back.
eps, 27-minute eps, so it's very easy to binge. Like you just go, oh, should we watch another one? Should we watch another one? It's kind of like Ted Lasso
Yes.
meets Nobody Wants This kind of style. It's really
Love Ted Lasso.
Sometimes it looks like ChatGPT has written some of the script, but then I think your acting is enough in it to
I like
save
it too. I'm about halfway through, but I need to pull right in. I'm watching on Netflix as well, Thelma. So it's about this old grandma who gets scammed.
Yeah.
And her grandson she's super close with the grandson. But yeah, she starts flirting with the internet and he's explaining it to her, and she accidentally puts up a photo, and then she accidentally, you know when they do the thing where they can impersonate a person's voice,
course.
and someone rings her in her grandson's voice and says, I need $10,000 cash. Grandma, I've been in a car accident. And then she goes on tries to get the money back, and she's about, I don't know, 85 or something on a scooter. So it's pretty good. I'm about halfway through. It's Thelma on Netflix.
Well, I need something a little light after
There you go.
what was spoken about.
That's very light.
Pablo Miller, thank you so much for your time this morning, buddy. We'll see you in a couple of weeks.
Thank you.
Bye.
Gina and Maddie.
Oh my God. So just before we start the story about Bear, the sausage dog, I just went to the toilet in that break, and he follows me everywhere. And I was just saying, even when I have a shower, because he's at our house, I just leave the bathroom open. He sits on the bath mat and waits for me to get out of the shower.
Just sitting there watching you shower. Dirty perv. There, you thick boy perv. He's in the studio with us today, the sausage
And I
dog.
just took him to the toilet, and I take him in with me, and I shut the door behind me. But there's this gap under the toilets here, so it would have been funny if someone was next door. They weren't, but he just went straight under the gap and went into the toilet next door.
So funny.
Oh, he just
He's
fits.
toilet trained.
He's toilet trained. He's such a good boy. So we have a dog temporarily at the moment because he's my son's girlfriend's dog,
Yeah.
and she's a singer, and they're currently on tour. I've just got back from tour as well, so I get a text on Monday saying, hey, Gina, we've just left like at 12 o'clock, and I knew I wasn't going to get home. My flight got in at 3. I'd get home about 5. Bear's at home on his own. Are you okay to have him until Sunday? And I've gone, okay. When does he eat? What does he eat? How much does he have to wee? When does he poo? Has he pooed yet today? All these questions. How do you put his harness on? How do I take him in the car? These things. It's like someone dropping off a baby, and you don't know what to do with the baby.
Also getting the text message when they've already left.
They've already left.
Hey, do you mind? Well, how do I say no now?
Well,
You're not here, and now there's a dog in my lounge room.
So up until that point, I'd had him until midnight one night, and he because he sleeps in the kid's bed. So as soon as I go into the bedroom, he just jumps straight up on the bed, thinking, "Oh, beauty, we're going to go." And I'm like, if it was just me, I might consider it. But when my husband gets in the bed, he's not going to like having a dog between us, I don't think.
Yeah.
So he just
Set some
jumps.
boundaries early with
Yeah. So I've got, and like right now, he's on a bed right next to me asleep. He's the world's best. He's such a well-behaved dog. You got to admit it, May. You don't really like dogs, but he's a good one, isn't he?
He's been very well behaved. in
He's
the
a good boy.
studio.
Doesn't really. He barked at Pablo before when Pablo arrived. He was just protecting us because Pablo is big and scary.
Shout out to Pablo.
So, but before I get into the full story about Bear the sausage dog, we've just moved house.
Yes.
So first things first, we have a robo vacuum. And
Oh, no.
I haven't set it up yet because
The poo.
I don't know how to make it come out automatically yet because it's in a new house and
That doesn't
you have to
surprise
scan
anyone
it.
in this studio.
But in our last house, it just used to come out at 8 o'clock every morning when we'd left and it would just vacuum the house while we were gone 5 days a week. I haven't done that yet. Thank God. Because when I got home yesterday, there's a poo in the dining room. Pretty big poo. Right next to the vacuum. Like the vacuum would have run straight over the poo first and then done the whole house.
Only a little sausage dog. How big was the poo?
It was like
Oh, my God.
Like it was like a human size, but and it didn't smell. I hadn't noticed it, so it might have been yesterday. It might have been the day before, the day that the kids said the sausages are home on his own.
Yeah, there's 2 sausages on its own. Did you have to...
Yeah,
Plastic bag
I
it?
wasn't going to wait till they get home on Sunday, but I had in my head.
I thought you would wait for Rod to get home 24 hours later and get him to do it.
Well, Rod doesn't really. He's a bit like you. He doesn't want a dog. Doesn't love. He grew up with dogs, but he doesn't love dogs that much. Oh my God, they're in love. He adores him, which
Isn't
I
that
didn't
the
think would
classic
happen.
dad thing though as well? Like the dad hates the pet, but the pet loves dad the most, and then dad
yes.
comes around and loves the pet.
Oh, that's just what's happening. And
Yeah.
he sits at his feet when we have dinner. So the problem for me having the dog is I get up at 4:30, and this dog normally sleeps with the kids who get up at 9:30. So there's 5 hours extra in the day for him.
2 things there. 9:30. Imagine.
Remember those days?
Oh my Lord.
and the dog's quite happy just to keep sleeping.
So he's doing some extra hours.
And yesterday, I didn't know what to do with him, so I took him for 4 walks. I did 14,000 steps yesterday. So you and I were trying to count up his little tiny legs.
He's got tiny legs.
How many steps do you reckon Bear did
Oh,
yesterday?
he'd have to do at least, I reckon, 10 times the amount of steps.
Yeah,
Yeah,
to
the
my
only little- yeah, to your stride.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so he was knackered.
I bet. No wonder he's asleep now.
I got him home.
He's cooked. He's like he's just done SAS Australia.
He was so tired. He kept falling asleep, and I rang Bella and I said, should I keep him awake so he sleeps through the night like a baby? And she goes, yeah. So I threw his toy in the hallway for a little while to just make him stay awake. Then you have to take him outside for a wee, and it's raining, and he hangs low. So he gets wet on his tummy, his underbelly gets a bit wet when you take, and he doesn't really want to go on the grass
So
to
do you
do
then
a
have
wee.
to dry his undercarriage?
Yes, I get
after
an
he's
old
been
towel
outside
out.
to
Yes.
do a wee. Oh
and,
my
and he loves it
gosh.
because he's getting a tummy rub. But he also gets car sick. He vomited in Jackie's car. He hasn't vomited in mine yet. But here's the thing. Other than he's the best boy ever, when I got home, when the kids let me know via text that he was going to be home until I got home at 5 p.m. on Monday coming back from tour.
How long do you reckon you're going to hold that one over him for? I reckon you could milk that for the rest of the year. I reckon you can hold that.
At least.
Oh, you remember that time you left me with the dog for a week? Well, I need you to cook dinner. Remember that time you left the dog with the week? Take the bins out. You remember that time you left the any
Yes,
time?
you think I absolutely will
Milk
be.
it, Gina, milk it.
This is what I'm going to milk the most. All have a look at this. This is what I got home to.
Is that your new door?
That's our new door that we've just had painted in our house, and he has
It looks
eaten.
like Jack Nicholson from The Shining has just taken to it.
He's eaten the bottom of the door off because he would have been waiting for Bella to come home. That's the door they come in, and he was there for 5. It's not his fault. This is where I'm at. He was home for 5 hours on his own. He's a baby.
You're a soft touch.
And what would you do about it? And now I'm like, Bella said, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I'll fix it." I'm like, "Oh, don't worry about it."
Just leave the invoice on their bed when they come in and just go, this is how much the door's
How
going to
much
get.
is a new door? Like we have to get a new door, I think.
Yeah. You could paint it, but then it was a brand new door. You may as well just replace it. That's really annoying.
Yeah, no. And I took him there and I'm going, naughty. And then I went, he doesn't know.
Can you pass me your phone?
Yeah.
Pass me your phone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Good catch.
What?
Okay. Now, what I'm looking at is she's taken a photo of the door. The door's destroyed for about 6 inches up from the
As
bottom
high as
all
it
the
can
way across.
reach.
Yeah, remember, it is a sausage dog, okay? I reckon he's jumped a little bit to get that bit. But on the floor,
Yeah.
on the floor.
Yeah, it's my
near
doorstop.
So there's a doorstop.
Yeah, it's my doorstop.
But the doorstop is one of the most coveted things you can win in Australian radio. You have got your Australian Commercial Radio Award Best Newcomer on Air as your doorstop.
Yep. It's the world's best doorstop. It's really heavy and it holds the door open in the breeze.
The golden guitars,
Oh, no,
they're on the mantelpiece.
Mantelpiece.
And the radio award's on the floor.
Yeah.
That seems about right.
Gina and Maddie.
I saw this TikToker the other day talking. She's American. She says that she thinks that Australian English is the hardest English there is to learn.
Oh.
And her theory is because we have so much slang around the English language, like,
Yeah.
you know, arvo, servo,
Yeah, we do, don't we?
durries,
Yeah.
you know, like that. Like we pretty much give everything a slang. But then I thought, well, doesn't it make it easier sometimes if there's slang? Because one word could have a couple of meanings. So what I thought I'd do with you and CJ,
Yeah.
G, is put you guys the test on a little bit of the Aussie slang game.
Okay, cool.
I like it. I
So,
like it too.
For an example, something that you throw and a cigarette.
Durry.
Dart.
A dart. There we go.
Oh,
See, something you throw
Okay, yeah,
and a
yeah.
cigarette. A dart. Okay,
Yeah, okay.
all right. So this is the way it's going to
like
work.
how the
okay?
12-year-old knows the word for a cigarette.
I've been around.
Yeah, I'm surprised you can say vape. Okay. To kick a footy and to bet on a horse.
Punt.
Punt.
Oh my
Good
God,
work.
I'm so smart.
Okay. Birds and a pair of swimmers.
Budgies.
Bingo.
Ding.
He's good. What about part of a ship and to punch someone?
Ooh.
Oh. Aft. I don't know. Mast.
I don't know.
Deck.
Oh, yes.
Deck. Yeah. A great song and a sausage.
A
Banger.
A banger. Yeah. See? Australian English, easy. Right? Okay. Spread over something and you're drunk.
Spread over something and you're drunk.
Oh.
Plastered.
Oh. I see.
Okay. What about the eighth immortal and a baby kangaroo?
Joey.
Joey. Good one, CJ. To yell and buy someone a beer.
Shout.
Shout. Geez, all over that one. You can't move your car and you're holding two drinks.
Parked. Parking.
Double
Double
parked.
Good one.
So close.
To run your mouth and a makeup item.
Don't know.
Lippy.
Oh, getting a bit lippy.
Getting a bit lippy.
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
last one. This is worth 14,000 points.
Okay. Oh, geez.
It's a man's name and it also means you have no friends.
Oh, Nigel.
Nigel!
The Gina and Maddie podcast.
For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.
2 words, Revo Fitness. Here's a few more. Simple, 24/7, reformer Pilates, body scanners, massage chairs, squat racks, free weights, pin and plate loaded equipment, no lock-in contracts, no bullshit. All of that and more from just $9.69 a week. That's surprisingly affordable. Join now at Revo Fitness Belmont or download the Revo Fitness app. RevoFitness.com.au or find the Revo Fitness app in the App Store.